You know, Nerf bullets. I've had Nerf bullets in my house now for like at least 16 years. They still fight with Nerf guns, and the dog spits them out. Old Mom Friday night. So Old Mom is going to make herself a cup of hot tea because how good is this? Somebody sent me this cup. Make herself a hot tea because she's an old mom on a Friday night. I mean, do you remember Friday nights? Like, Friday nights were, we went out. Even when I had little children, we would get a babysitter. I mean, we were out. Like, I don't even know what we were doing. I guess, like, going to dinner and listening to music. We didn't have any money. We had no business going out. But now, I'm like, who wants to go out on a Friday night? My idea of a perfect Friday night is to sit shocking, I know, sit my fanny right here and not go anywhere. So I have an autoimmune thing. So I've had IVIG this week. That's where my port is. And today my nurse was here, and then my daughter was having a friend spend the night. And she said, can we go to the football game tonight at the high school? And I said, well, yeah, you can go. She was like, well, you have to take us. Maybe there's some rule that a parent has to go. And I said, that's fine, I'll take you. Well, as soon as I commit to doing I was like, I'm going to have to take a freaking shower because I can't go to a football game and look, disgusting. And it's Friday night. So anyway, I'm going all this in my head. Well, the most wonderful thing happened. Or what I deem as the most wonderful thing is when you have plans and they get rained out. Yes. And we had a full-on, like, monsoon type thunder, lightning, heavy rain. I mean, it was awesome. Awesome. I saw the lightning start up. I went and got in the darn bed and I said, I'm going to take a nap. This is at like 4. We got up at 7. Now, granted, I live with someone who doesn't sleep. So I could sleep. You could be like, you get in the bed and I'll see you on Wednesday. And I'd be like, okay, I can do that. So I could sleep for years, which is, in fact, whenever I leave for a few days, I promise you I look 10 years younger because I get sleep. But anyway, I took this nap, and then about every 30 minutes, my crazy 9-year-old with autism would come bounding in there and hollering at me and even kiss me on the cheek. How does Amos like storms? He doesn't care about a storm. Well, no, that's not true. He's very concerned with what he calls tsunamis. He's a real good reader, but pronunciation is a struggle. Tsunamis. Tsunamis. But he didn't mind them too bad, I don't think. But speak of the devil, what about this raining out Southern college games tomorrow? Do they rain out college games? I thought college games played no matter what. Don't they? No? Well, again, you're talking to the wrong person because I'm real excited when something gets rained out. Are you drinking coffee? No, I'm drinking Sleep Well tea. You got me through this week. I did. Hope Lee doesn't come visit y'all. Have y'all been watching this hurricane? So this is super interesting. There have only been 40 Category 5 hurricanes in the last, I think, 80 years. 20% of them have been in the last 7 years. Now, anybody who thinks that there ain't something to global warming, I mean, how do you explain that? Don't tell me. I'm sure there is some reason to explain it, but doesn't that seem odd? Model of health. Lightning cancels games. Yeah, sure do. You sure do. You do hate it for the players, though, because I know they work really hard. But I really liked it for me. Will stop for lightning. Oh, you mean the college sports? Yeah, they play and they don't care. Oh, rain never hurt anybody. So this hurricane, nobody knows anything. But I did see several things today. I was reading, and it was a meteorologist, and he said it's currently a Category 5, and I don't know if it's going to be upgraded. There is nothing above a Category 5. There's no 6. I mean, what? Thanks for being you. Oh, that's nice. Did you encourage Amos's reading in a certain way? No. Amos knew how to read before he was potty trained. And in fact, I didn't even know he could read until one day I was drinking coffee in the morning and he read the coffee cup. True story. True story. Where am I going to put my coffee? I need a place to put it. I mean, my tea. We had a good thunderstorm. Yes, that's when it was. It was at about 4:30. Yes, so we're watching the hurricane. If anybody is a State fan, State plays Notre Dame tomorrow. We're State fans. It's trouble, though. My husband is loves some football. He played football. He feels very strongly about football. And I just heard it downstairs, and I went down there, and I was like, are you watching football? He was watching the last State Notre Dame game to prepare for the one tomorrow. My friend Sheila just said something like, the coach canceled the soccer game, and she replied all and thought it was just her husband and said, hell yes, no soccer. Right. That's like rec games. I mean, I was always so pleased if they didn't happen. What else has happened? So it's Friday night. I'm drinking hot tea. How did he know how to read? I don't know. Listen, I say a lot about Amos because people have some real ideas when you're parenting a child with disability, particularly him. They're like, you should do this. I'm like, I want you to pretend for a minute that Amos is a cat. So, your cat gets on the counter, you throw him off, right? Like, you cannot make Amos do anything. He is a cat. He's a cat. NC beat old Clemson. Did you see that Duke beat Clemson? And those Clemson fans, they take it serious. I'm so not somebody that should be talking about sports. I know nothing. Nothing. The storm, what's the hurricane doing? Well, it's headed north. It looks like northwest, west, north to me, but I think it's northwest, northwest. And there's a system of high pressure that if it moves off and lowers, the thing is going to really turn back out to sea. They don't think that's going to happen. And then there's a big ball of low pressure in the United States. So if the low pressure lowers and the high pressure heightens, it'll move up to the East Coast, but not really North Carolina, more north of the Carolinas. Yeah. What are you drinking? It looks like milk. Hot milk. No, tea with milk in it. It's sleep tea because I took a 3-hour. The football game is canceled nap this afternoon.
I had a big pack of tennis grips. Where are they? They're at the base of the stairs.
Where did you put them?
Well, I put them at the base of the stairs and I hadn't seen them since. Then your wallpaper man showed up.
I hadn't touched the tennis grips. I don't know if there's football tomorrow or not. Is there football tomorrow, Thomas?
What do you think?
Who's playing?
State Notre Dame. You kidding me?
Who do you think will win?
State.
Do you really?
No. But I wish I could say that with conviction.
Who else is playing?
Alabama and Texas.
Ooh, who's going to win that game?
I think Alabama's going to win.
Alabama seems to win a lot. The man cave is coming along. It's not going to be ready to watch football tomorrow, though.
It's not coming along fast enough.
Unless he wants to watch it with the man doing the wallpaper. Which could be fun. Blair is playing in a tennis tournament. How's your ear? Well, public service announcement, my ear. Do you want to see it? You probably don't, but I'm going to let you see it anyway. This is what happens when you don't put sunscreen on your children. See this? All right. That is called, I had a squamous cell, and now I've had Mohs surgery. You've never seen Mr. Thomas? There he is in the flesh. Eating pickles and Doritos.
No, this is
He was having a real good time with Amos. They were shooting Nerf bullets. And then Amos was hiding from him behind me. And then saying, "Your daddy shoot me." And then Thomas missed him. What did he say?
He said, "You loser."
He said, "Loser." Wonder where he got that. He must have gotten that from Sissy or something.
I bet he got it from Russell.
Loser.
Well, he loves his Nerf guns.
I mean, we've had Nerf guns in this house for a long time. Remember, Russell still likes a Nerf gun.
Well, they're like
He's
30 of them
16.
down
Yeah, we've got a lot of them. Have you talked to the big boys this week?
there. I just texted them tonight.
Did they say anything?
Very little.
We have a 17-year-old and a 16-year-old.
I didn't get much out of them.
Well, I asked Russell, I said, how was your week? And he said, great. Thomas has the ACT in the morning.
Right.
Yes, Amos is in bed. We have a senior in high school this year. They're at a boarding school in Alexandria.
Where's he taking it?
He's taking it like 30 minutes outside Alexandria, I guess.
Don't they get to take it to school sometime?
He's taking it at school in October, then he's taking it again. He's taken it 3 times.
Really? And he's already taken it, what, twice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, the more you take that mess, the better you do.
Yeah, I sort of flattened out, I'll be honest with you.
But I mean, you do better. He's got to work on his English score. So the ACT and the SAT, he only took the SAT once, and he said he liked the ACT better. So he's doing the ACT, and his English score he's trying to get up. And he thinks he can get maybe his math score up or science or something. The SAT doesn't have science, right? I was not a good tester. Did you do well in the SAT, Thomas?
I got right at 1100, I think. Which is bad.
I got a 980. But, you know, back then there wasn't any test optional business.
No.
I mean, you stunk at
I
test.
did all right on the ACT there at the time. You know, I got like a 28, but now that's like an obsolete, you know.
He must be annoyed that he's taken it because he hadn't responded to
Too
me.
low in modern time. They're decent back then.
He just said, I got a 28, but now that's too low in modern times. Married is such a Fruit Loop. You make me laugh every time you say your score. My 980? I mean, let's just be, so we have the senior in high school. And I don't even know what to say. It is the biggest cluster. I mean, they're supposed to apply to college. It's all this pressure. It's all people talk about. And it works you into a frenzy. Or it works me into a frenzy. And I'm not even a frenzy. My daughter got a 35 on the ACT and didn't take it again. Okay, you should not tell anybody your daughter got a 35 on the ACT because people like me are going to stress out. I mean, that is evil. That's evil. That's like somebody who's fat as a pig and you say, I weigh 110 and I eat whatever I want. They're like, They're thinking about your face on a voodoo doll. Seriously. The subscribers have been hearing a lot about this lately. I have a subscriber page. If you need daily videos and you want to pick the topics. Damn it. So anyway, so this whole, you apply to college and then people are doing all this fancy mess to get in. It's like, oh, so-and-so is digging wells in Zimbabwe. So-and-so is, feeding baby monkeys that were abandoned in Kentucky. I mean, and I hope the people that read the college essays, I think they should have like a total BS alert, like ding, 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 this person is full of it. Do you think they do that? I hope they do. So Thomas has been working on his essays. And when I read them, that's what I think about. If I were some person reading this essay, would I be like, this person is full of badonky donk, or this person is legitimate and honest? That's what I think about. Don't bullshit me. Where is Amos? It's 10:30. Where would Amos be? He's in the darn bed, asleep. And then I'm doing college, and then I'm juggling. I feel cold air. Oh, it's air conditioning. There's a vent right here. For a minute there, I felt like it was winter and there was a draft. I'm juggling medicine. Amos has taken guanfacine. We started it on the tablets, and I was like, he's a sloth. Well, now we're back in the liquid, and he's wild as a darn, I don't even know what. I thought you said your daughter got a 42. You said she's now 42. I was like, the highest you can get is a 36. That's about like the hurricane being a category 6. I think I'm going to start telling my in-laws that little Thomas got a 42. And my parents, because then they'll tell all their friends, he got a 42. People will be like, that's a lie. Tennessee high school students in the top 10% of their class will be guaranteed admission to the University of Tennessee System College under a new policy. System will also guarantee spots for high school students with GPA of higher. That's baloney because it depends what high school you go to. If you live in Podunk something something, you're going to be higher in your class, the higher poverty. And if you live in fancy schmancyville, you're not going to be, Anyway, I don't know if I like that rule, clearly. You got an 18 on the ACT. Okay, well, now that sounds like my kind of score. I didn't even take the ACT. I don't even remember anybody offering it. I spent a whole lot of time. I forgot about this. I can't tell my children all the things I did. I spent a whole lot of time. Yes, my son's school doesn't rank, which is a good thing because we would be in like number 977. I spent a lot of time reading about what you're supposed to do when you don't know the answer. Like, do you pick C? Do you guess? And then the whole with some of the tests, you get no points off if you don't say anything, and you get a quarter of a point off if you say it wrong. So then I would spend time like during the test thinking, well, what if I don't answer any? What's your score? My sister is on Ozempic and has lost 80 pounds. I'm on Wegovy and have lost 38. I feel like she is starving herself. Well, Terry, that's not what we're talking about tonight. But guess what? My drugstore, Blunt's Pharmacy, got back in the Saxenda. Yep, my 15 pounds that I've gained back is about to be gone. And I'm not going to tell my husband because he got denied the Saxenda. He's very bitter over it. And he'll steal mine if he knows mine's coming. It's a secret. You drew bubble designs when you tested. Yeah, I mean, see all these people are chiming in. It's stressful. Everybody's has stress. I mean, it's very stressful. Never mind, I'm not going to say it. I'll say it on the subscriber page. I was about to say it's right up there with people that don't want to get pregnant, that have sex. Like, it's stressful. That's how this feels. Very stressful. I love to eat, so I eat. I'm 70. Well, the darn Saxenda makes you not even crave French fries. It is the biggest thing in the world. Did somebody just say I've gotten big and wide? Ah! And Coppage, Adrian, please watch this video. See how very big and wide you have gotten. I'm not trying to be mean at all. You just don't care anything about your look or how you present yourself. Yeah, you've got a beautiful husband in the background, and he's very fit and takes care of himself. Please, someone, get this woman a makeover and teach her how to keep her hair brushed. Oh, Anne, you're so nice. He's fit because he's been on the Saxenda. I do look, this is a bad angle. How about this angle? Is this a good one? Like this? What do you think, Anne? Do I look like a truck driver? He's very fit. Cheater. I mean, you can't make this crap up. This is called Welcome to the Internet. Old mom Friday night is going to be sitting around looking for videos. I do look big and wide, though. Look at my reflection in the thing. Can you see it? I can see my belly button outlined in this t-shirt. I mean, I've had a nurse here all week. I haven't been able to wash my hair because I lost my ear. I mean, we got Van Gogh over here, the Van Gogh ear. I'm tired. Not turd, tired. It's like turd, but turd. And I thought I was going to have to go to Raleigh tomorrow and show my condo, which is for rent if anybody needs a 1-bedroom condominium in Cameron Village, now called The Village. It's available. And my parents are going to show it, which is really nice. What kind of tea are you drinking? It's called Sleep Well tea. Because I took a boxer ear. No, that's called cauliflower ear. Don't explain to her. You're just stunned. Well, welcome to life online. I know it looks fun, and you're like, you make money for these videos. This is why I have a subscriber page. So I have, I don't know, 5,000 folks, and you pay $5 a month, and we do daily videos, and we chit chat and do all sorts of stuff. And there are no comments like that. It's more of a conversation, me reading comments and we're talking, which is nice. And generally people that pay 17 cents a day don't complain. Now there are a few of them, but most don't. So that's why that's a good part of my life. Love how you keep it real. Well, I tried to. Right? A prime example of adult bullying. Well, we talked a lot about bullying yesterday, and we're going to be talking more about it because I just hated that. What is the name of what you and your husband take? Saxenda, Saxenda. Colleen, I don't know if you're a subscriber anymore. A lot of times Facebook likes to throw you off. I'm a grown-up person. People can say stuff to me. Now, if you go after my children, I might, have a fit. But children, Callie's dad, the young lady who died by suicide last week, Callie had really been struggling at school, and she'd only been there 3 days and had been telling the school and talking, and there were several bullies, boys and girls, and somebody said to her, you should just kill yourself. And I think I've really been thinking a lot about it today, and a friend of mine, we were sitting in the kitchen tonight because her daughter was coming to spend the weekend with us, and we were talking about Snapchat, and she said, one of my biggest parenting mistakes was letting my older son have Snapchat. And I said, I totally agree with you. I didn't even know enough to know that it was bad or good or whatever, but I'm not, Blair does not have Snapchat. And honestly, I don't know if she's ever going to get it. I am not going to have, Snapchat is a real place for bullying. And so people can say, well, COVID did that or this, but I really think it's social media. And then there's somebody messaged me and said, well, these social media companies need to be responsible. Well, that's like Bud Light needing to be responsible. No. That is called being a parent and paying attention. I really was thinking, well, somebody said, what could we do? And I was like, maybe we don't let kids take their phones to school. I don't know. I mean, there's got to be some things we can do. Maybe parents say, we're not going to have Snapchat anymore. Would you like to do a request for proposal to speak at a conference in San Francisco? Well, I don't know. We can talk about it on the subscriber video. Takes a lot to get me to California. I'm like the Clampets. Get out there, the time change. It's a lot of effort to get out there. Who knows what you're going to run into? People tell me I'm big and wide. But now, so here's an example. So somebody says something unkind to me, and y'all are mad at her, and y'all say stuff unkind to her. I think that's a mistake. And I have done that myself in the past. But I think if somebody says something unkind to you, we're adults, we're not children. I'm not ever talking about children. Then we just let it roll. Water off a duck's back, you know? Just let it roll. There's always going to be somebody out there like that. And yes, I want to teach our kids that, but I also don't put it on children to have to let things roll off. You know, we have to protect our kids. And I don't ever want my children to feel like they're responsible for causing something terrible, you know? What does your mug say? It says, trust me, I'm a vlogger. um, anyway. Yeah, you just water off a duck's back. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And I'm learning, you know, I haven't always done that. I'm not perfect at all. Oh, now look how small I look on this angle. Just kidding. Oh, God, I do need to get my accent. Anyway, we have to protect our kids. It's just, it's a no-brainer. And, you know, I was telling my Nurse Jenny, not Nurse Gina, but I said I had this parent that I reached out to and said, your child's on TikTok using terrible language. I mean, really terrible language. And I wouldn't do that now. I wouldn't reach out to a parent I didn't know and tell them that. But it was somebody that lived in our area. And it was the kind of TikTok that if a college saw it, you could forget about State or ECU or Carolina or whatever. And so I reached out to him and I said, you don't know me, but I'm a blogger and I've been doing a lot of stuff on the dangers of TikTok, and I found a video your daughter did, and it's really terrible. And if my child had a video like that out there, I would hope somebody would tell me so I could handle it, you know? And the dad didn't say, thanks for reaching out, nothing. He said, what are you doing looking at my daughter's TikTok? And that, in a nutshell, is the problem right there, right? And I said, well, and then I got snippy. I said, well, I don't know if you understand how the internet works, but her TikTok is public, and I could put it up for the whole world to see. But I didn't do that because I'm just calling you as a parent, because I would hope somebody would do this for me. Or if my kids do something, let me know. But there are a lot of parents like that. How do we end up with an Ethan Crumley whose parents bought him a gun and he went to school and killed people with it? How do we end up with a Brian Laundrie who murders his girlfriend, shows up with her car, and the parents protect him? I mean, these people are nuts. Nuts. It's parents. So anyway. And let us become a parent that when we hear something about our children that we don't get defensive, you know? You know, I say a lot of times my kids might, who knows what they're going to end up doing, or I feel like they're going to be great. But you know what? I really can say at this point that my husband and I have worked really hard to raise nice kids. We've worked really hard. And if one of them doesn't turn out well, or I don't feel guilty because I really have worked hard at this. And that's the only thing I can think of is when these parents do this is, do they feel guilty? You know, are you doing a subscriber video tonight? No, I did one this morning, but we will definitely have a subscriber video tomorrow morning because it's Saturday coffee chat. Ooh, but Blair has a tennis tournament. I don't know when it's going to be. Maybe we can get my husband to come on. Oh, I know what tomorrow will be. It'll be a subscriber tour of the new man cave. And we'll get my husband. Thanks for noticing Facebook deleted my subscription. I know, it's so annoying, isn't it? The dad might have been caught off guard when you called. With hope your call made him aware. And he was glad and took steps. I hope so. You know, and that's not... Anyway, I hope so. That TikTok was sure gone after a minute. I think parents get defensive and they get nervous and they get embarrassed and they... But I mean, I've had somebody call me and tell me something about my child and I did not get mad at the person. Thank you for telling me is what I said. Did you get wallpaper? Yes, we have grass cloth. I gave my husband a man cave for Father's Day and his birthday. And it has been an ongoing project since like May. And he's like a girl over the thing. He's very particular. Like I carried in something in there and he was like, don't put anything in here. This is my room. Just keep trying to subscribe and get a video of you by the pool. Well, that was the video I made when I started my subscription stuff. Girls wearing short shorts in public school. Well, that was another thing a friend of mine and I talked about last night. I was like, do you remember how judgy we were over the girls wearing the short shorts? We're not judging anymore because now it's my daughter wearing the short shorts. They all wear the short shorts. As long as I can't see anything, I'm fine. Short shorts. It's us. Does he have a pool table? No, we don't have a pool table. We tried to get a pool table. Somebody gave us one for free, but we couldn't get it out of the upstairs. So we have a ping pong table. I don't understand man caves. Do you have a woman cave? Yes, I do. You want to see it? Oh, my leg. My woman cave. It's called the kitchen. No, just kidding. It sort of is. In my kitchen, you never know what you'll find. Here you might find a watermelon sleeping in a sink. My in-laws love to bring over a watermelon. This is my woman cave. There's no TV. All my stuff is up here. My bulletin board. Pictures. Some swim hoops. Kitty litter. Oh, all my lice shampoo. A rug. Just never know it. Oh, what is this? Oh, a shirt. I got my daughter. I forgot. For her brother's school. Oh, see? An e-shirt. My diplomas. That's it. Oh, schmuckety schmuck schmuck. I try to have my own space, but the children take it over. So now that, but you know what happens is, now that his space is nice, we're going to all take it over. Because it's so cozy down there. It's the laundry room. Yeah, the laundry room. I don't even have internet in the laundry room. I had a she shed at my old house. That's your office? What can you do to relax and de-stress? Get out of this house? Yeah, that's right. The rest of the house is mine. And Amos, I mean, I share it with Amos. It's terrible. You have to take pool tables apart to move them. Well, we know this, but it was still hard. Oh, has a dress code, no short shorts. Well, good luck on finding some. If you can find a 13-year-old or 14-year-old girl that'll wear some culottes, let me know. Or some stirrup pants, or some pleated Gap shorts. Go to the beach. I know, but the storm. Carry on, people. See you tomorrow, subscribers. I'll let you know when we have the man cave tour. Goodbye.